What's going on, everyone? Thank you for checking out another SGN video where it's all sim all the time, and I am bringing you this video today. I've been thinking about doing this for a while. It's something completely new for me. I've never done this before, so please let me know if you guys, number one, like this content from me, and number two, if you want me to do more content like this. I'm doing something, new for me, but also I'm trying to be different from everybody else. So people do rebuild videos all the time. That's not new. What I'm doing is a rebuild video based on real life rumors, right? Several quarterbacks have been tied to the Denver Broncos as far as getting them over the hump, and they've been rumored for a year. And so I'm going to go ahead and play GM of the Denver Broncos and try to make some of these real life things come true in Madden world. So if you like this kind of content, man, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Like the video. We're going to do this as realistically as possible, which means we're starting in the divisional round currently, and we're going to take control of the Denver Broncos, and we're going to do the first thing that they did after the season, which is fire Vic Fangio, the head coach. We're going to definitely make a change there, just like they did. I've actually never made a coaching change in Madden this year at the end of the year, so I'm hoping for some sort of coaching carousel. Turns out it's just fake coaches. Anyway, get started with the video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all the fat for you guys. So I'm just going to recap free agent signings. I'm going to recap the draft. I'm going to recap, anything that I really do. I'm not going to sit here and show every little bit of it for you guys. As far, that's like 6 hours. This video will be 6 hours long. We got it down to 30 minutes. So enjoy the fact that I'm just going to kind of recap everything after the fact. So you don't have to sit there and watch me. Do I want to re-sign this guy, re-sign that guy? Speaking of that, we're cleaning house. We're going to get as much cap room as possible, because if we're going to make a play at Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson or Jimmy Garoppolo or Deshaun Watson, we're going to need a lot of money. And because we're going to have to give up some draft equity, we're going to need more money to go and improve the roster in free agency. Now, the Denver Broncos do have a pretty solid cap situation already, but we're going to make it as good as possible, because the window for the Broncos is not as big as you might think when you factor in the salary you have to pay potential Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson. So we're going to go ahead and try to get Aaron Rodgers. We're going to just offer 2 first-round picks to see if they will take it. No, but we're close. We're close. And so I actually am going to give them the best option I have here. 2 first-round picks, my best second-round pick, to see if the Packers will give us Aaron Rodgers. No. And there's no way I can improve on this since I got another first-round pick, which I have no way of really getting in, without hurting myself too much. So we're going to go ahead and try to go to our next option, next best option in my opinion, which is Russell Wilson. And we're kind of going down the line there and see if they will give us Russell Wilson. We're going to just try the first two picks and see if they'll take it. And they do. So, guys, we got a quarterback. We got Russell freaking Wilson. So now we got our quarterback. I'm going to show you guys, the moves we made in free agency. We're just going to kind of recap what I was able to do as far as building this roster around our new quarterback, Russell Wilson. And my idea was to do a mixture, try to get some younger guys on some more cost-effective contracts, and then a couple vets on 1-year deals that could come in and just contribute for 1 year. I didn't want to invest in 2 or 3 guys a whole bunch of money. As you can see here, we got 6 people, and Jabril Peppers is a pick that I'm really excited about. No one was looking at him because he's still hurt. He's going to be back by the start of the season, and so the deal that I was able to get him for how good he is and how young he is, I'm super excited. Was it 3 years for $17.4 million? That's a huge pickup to shore up our back end. All right, and that's what I'm looking for, some value contracts. These guys weren't getting touched. You can see I was going after guys that no one else was looking at because of their age. I was able to get them on value contracts, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a group of guys who are looking at, hey, Denver is in win now mode. They got the pieces. They just need a little bit of help. Like Linval Joseph, we're a 1-year deal for $6.5 million to have a solid defensive tackle. Absolutely. And then we can get that cap room back and move on the following year. We're not tied into too much. We obviously want to shore up our secondary a little bit here. Right now, the Denver Bronco, our Denver Broncos' biggest weakness is linebacker. I was able to go ahead and address that a little bit. We got some middle linebackers here. We got obviously Chubb on the one side. Left outside linebacker, though, it's going to be a weak spot. But we've been able to improve it enough. I think with our secondary, we're going to hold up. Offensively, we should be a force to reckon with our receiving core, our tight end, our running back, our offensive line. Like, a defense just has to just hold up a little bit. You know, that's where I'm sitting. Russell Okung was just a good backup just in case we have some injuries. But overall, I feel like this free agent class that I was able to pick apart was pretty solid. We don't have a lot of cap room left. But let's go ahead and show you the draft here. Again, one thing that did suck about this is even though I started in the division round, Madden didn't compensate for that in the scouting, and so I didn't have a lot to go off on the scouting report. I kind of had to just guess. Everyone was 40% completed. But I did screw up, and I was taking too long to make a pick, and the CPU did it for me. They took a wide receiver at number 2, which I never would have done with Sutton and Judy, and Tim Patrick, but he's a hidden depth trait. And so this is going to allow us to move on from Tim Patrick and get a little bit of cap room back, which is nice, but it's ideally, I would have rather used the pick elsewhere. We didn't need another wide receiver, especially on the contract that a second rounder gets, but you know, it is what it is. We did end up getting a hidden depth trait in a corner as well, which is really nice. So basically my goal was to draft to fill in reserve roles and guys to just develop a little bit. I felt like it was easier and cheaper to go that route than to try to just tap. I mean, you can see I already tapped out the free agent market, so I was just looking to fill some spots here behind these vets and let these guys just sit there and develop. But now we're going to kind of go over our roster. You can see Russell Wilson, Javonte Williams, our wide receiver core is strong. I think it's gotta be one of the better wide receiving cores in the NFL. Our offensive line is going to be a real strength too. I'm really excited. I believe every single lineman other than Russell Okung is a star dev trait. So, and we're pretty young, so we should be getting better on the offensive line. The biggest concern for me is the front seven. And I'll kind of take a look here, and we'll show you kind of where we're looking at. You know, Jamonte is 76 overall, 74 overall, 78 overall. Not the best front three. We're obviously running a 3-4. I was able to shore up the middle linebacker, and we obviously had Chubb, which is good. Our secondary looks really strong, if you ask me, but if we can't get pressure or we can't hold up in the run game, it's really not going to matter how good our secondary is. Overall, I think this is a championship caliber roster. I really do, just offensively. And we have some pieces on defense. If we can stay healthy, I think we can compete. But anyway, you know, first year I did the best I could, trying to make the most out of the cap room with the draft picks and the positions we were in. So week 1, got a tough matchup. Kansas City Chiefs, man, big division rivals. Let's how are we only a 77 defense? I get the 83 offense, but I feel like our defense should be higher. I don't know. Anyway, week 1, Kansas City, Denver, one of the better rivalries in all of football. Can we get an upset? It's at home. I mean, we'll see. Let's see if we can get an upset to start the season and prove me right that I think we're championship caliber. And we lost. But it's the Chiefs, and it's week 1. Our players still need to gel, so we can chalk it up to that. We got the Raiders. Should be able to beat the Raiders. Let's see. Okay. Back on track. Beat the Raiders. So we're 1-1 in the division. We played against the 2 toughest teams, I guess. We'll see what the Chargers do. Revenge game for Russ against Seattle? I mean, come on, revenge game. And who do they have as quarterback if they don't have Russ? They got to be awful. Bro, we put up 7 points and gave up 31 to who's even the quarterback of the Seahawks? there was nobody good in free agency. I mean, the best quarterback was, I think, Teddy, who we let go. All right, but 1-2 versus 1-2 San Francisco. Let's see if we can get back on track. 2-2 to start the year. 500 football. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. So then we come back and score 35, but we give up 42. So our offense is very inconsistent, apparently. I haven't noticed any injuries hindering us. I don't know really what's going on there. Tough game against the Chargers. They're 3-1. We're 1-3. And okay. So apparently, we don't have a championship caliber team. Apparently, we're going to be competing for the worst team in the league. And now we played 3-2 Cardinals. I mean, the season feels like it's shot already. We're 1-4. Okay, 2-4. But now we got to play the 5-1 Ravens. And then we got the Chargers right next, who just beat us. Oh my god. Bro, okay. 2-4, 5-1 Ravens. Man. I'm not feeling so great about our team. Okay. Maybe it just took longer than 2 or 3 weeks to gel. Maybe Russ needed more time to get on the same page as his wide receivers, because now we just, and our defense, wow, 7 points. I mean, okay. Maybe we just needed some more gelling. All right, I'll take it. Okay, let's go. Beat the Chargers, got revenge. Another solid game. Now we're back to 500. And we got a winnable game here against the Texans. That's 3 wins in a row. We're back in the hunt for the AFC West. We're tied for the division lead. Winnable game here against Houston. 3 in a row. Things are all right. Let's go. 4 in a row, baby. 4 in a row, but we got the Chiefs. But we have the division lead. We're tied. We're not tied for it. We lost to the Raiders, didn't we? No, we beat the Raiders. Okay, 5-4. We won 4 in a row. Things are starting to look a little bit better now in week 10. Obviously, 5-4 playing 500 football isn't really what we wanted with this roster, trading for Russ. But, considering where we're at in the division, at least we can maybe get into the playoffs at this point. 5-4. We got to beat the Chiefs, though. We already lost to them once. Rivalry game on the road, Arrowhead. 42. Let's go. Our offense is cooking. Defensively, we're struggling. But we've won 5 games in a row. We're 6-4. We're in the top of the AFC West. Things are looking up against the 7. How are the Jets 7-3? Doesn't matter. They're 7-4 now, baby. Let's go. Broncos cooking. I think we got something cooking here in Denver, Colorado, with the changes we made. That's 6 games in a row. 7 games in a row. Suck it, Tennessee. Bye. 24-19. We're just so inconsistent. Our defense, man. And now we got the Colts. Let's look at the... we're the 2 seed. We already beat the Ravens too. So if we can just get up there a little bit, we could have that tiebreaker. We just got to take care of business against Indy, and then we got a bye week. See what we can do. Dang. All right. Back to reality. Indy smacked us, man. But it's okay. We're 8-5. We're in the first place in our division. We're looking a hell of a lot better than we did at 1-4. And we got a bye week where maybe we can get healthy. I haven't really seen a lot of injuries, but it looks like we had 3 injuries. People coming back. I don't know where. I don't even remember seeing them. But Rams game. Were we missing Patrick Surtain? That's a big reason why we might have lost the game. All right, but this is a winnable game against the Rams. They're 4-9. They got to have some injuries or something. FYI, I signed T.Y. Hilton because we lost Hamler for the year. Put him on a 1-year deal. All right, 8-5 versus 4-9 Rams. Let's get back in the winning side of the... Oh, we won. Sorry, I don't know why I thought we lost. All right, 48-42 against the 4-9 Rams. We give up 42 points. All right, 9-5, first place in division. We got the 7-7 Jaguars. Man, they really jumped up from this year. They must have had a really good draft and free agency. Lost 20-14, okay. But we're 9-6. We're still in first place. We got the Panther 9-7. Are we just pissing this away? We literally are 6th seed in the playoffs now. We went from the worst team at 1-4 to the best team at what? 8-5, 8-4, and now we're sitting here at 9-7. We're playing mediocre football. We're not even in first place in the AFC anymore. We might not even make the playoffs unless we beat the Raiders. Okay, beat the Raiders. We made the playoffs. That's huge. Haven't been to the playoffs in a while. We got Miami. We can beat Miami. We can beat Miami. We can beat Miami. And we did not beat Miami. Obviously, this is a letdown. We had higher expectations than just a wild card. We had higher expectations than just 10-7. This is a letdown, especially considering how small our window is with the money that we have to give to Russell Wilson, and then the money that we're going to have to give our younger guys who are still on their rookie contracts, like Noah Fant and Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy, and our guys on defense, our offensive linemen. We have a very small window. Gonna try to free up some cap space. I was able to free up some cap space, and I feel like this is a championship roster. After free agency, I did the same thing again. We brought Von Miller back home on a 1-year, $11 million. It was a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but we needed him. Our left sideline, and I was like, him with Bradley Chubb, that passer should be nice. I literally went all vets here. I didn't sign anybody for an extended period of time. I literally went all vets at key positions that could come in and make a splash. Fletcher Cox, 1 year. 8.45, he's an 85 overall. J.J. Watt, like, I thought, okay, let's shore up our defensive line. Fletcher Cox, J.J. Watt, that's going to do it. Pass rush, Von Miller, that's going to do it. Cornerback, let's get our secondary a little bit better. Did it. Right tackle, Brian Bulaga. Did it. All on 1-year deals, because we're going to need the cap room for extensions after this year, man. Especially with Russ ready for an extension. So, but I don't know why our defense is only 79 overall, because I just feel like we took it to a whole nother level with those signings. All those players on the defensive side of the ball. Draft was much better for us. I also went ahead and I drafted some players to fill in for those vets that we drafted. You can see I went defensive tackle, left end, left outside linebacker, man. Those are our biggest needs. Those are our biggest weakness. I hit on hidden depth traits for our left end and a left outside linebacker, so the future should be bright there. The problem is we're in win now mode. We can't sit around and let these guys develop and wait for them to be good, because by the time they're good, it might not matter. Anyways, a solid draft with what we had to work with as far as draft picks. I didn't make any trades. I didn't try to acquire any draft picks. I didn't trade anything away. I just went with what we had. So, we're going to go ahead, and if I thought last year our roster was championship caliber, I feel like this roster is definitely championship caliber. We improved everywhere. We didn't get worse. We got better. I don't know how I was able to make it work, but we got better. And if our defense was the Achilles heel last year. It wasn't our offense, it's our defense. Here's our roster. Russ is an 86 overall. I'm surprised he's that low. Our running back got better. Fullback got better. Wide receivers got better. I mean, come on. Tight end, better. I'm pretty sure our offensive line got better. Like I said, they're all star depth traits. So, and they're all pretty young. Our offensive line's fine. This is a solid group to work with. I have no issues with. We needed some help at right tackle, and we got Brian Bulaga. 78 overall right tackle. We'll take it for a year. Make sure we get a backup in there. But look at our improvement on defense. Our front seven. I told you that was our biggest weakness. 78 Jamont Jones. That's fine. We'll take that. 78. That's decent. Right end. We got 84 J.J. Watt on one side. We got 85 Fletcher Cox. Good. With those two, we got a pass rush. Without even adding Von Miller, we're going to stuff the run. Look at these linebackers. Alexander Johnson again, Reuben Foster. We shouldn't have anybody running against us. We should get a pass rush anytime we want between J.J. Watt, Fletcher Koch, Bradley Chubb, and Von Miller. And then we got corners. I mean, we got 2 good ones, and then it's crap. But if we can just, with our safeties, and if we can get them in passing situations with our pass rush, then the corner situation shouldn't really hurt. And we got 2 good corners. I mean, it's just really when they go into like 4 or 5 wide receiver sets, we're really going to hurt. But either way, I feel like our roster is really, really strong. I feel like this is our year. Week 1, we got the Giants. They're awful, 71 overall. See if we can start the year off right. I don't know. I'm nervous because after this year, we're not going to have the money. We're going to have to extend Russ during the year. And I don't know. But let's just worry about that later. Let's go ahead. Let's get the season started. All right, week 1, baby. Week 1 against the Giants. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, 1-0. Let's go. 1-0. It's already an improvement from last year, right? We were 0-1. Yeah, we're going to delegate that. All right, KC are already 0-1. Let's see what we can do. Darius Williams was out for a game, but he's back. That's good. All right. KC, let's go. It's in Kansas City. Tough game. Tough one. All right, 1-1. Now we're looking at a revenge game. Dolphins knocked us out of the playoffs last year. Let's see if we can get some revenge on the Dolphins. They have Chris Godwin. Now, nice pickup. All right, we got some revenge. 2-1. We got 0-3 Chicago. This has to be a win. We have to win these games. We have to beat these teams that are obviously worse than us. That was our fault last year and why we finished 10-7. We didn't beat these teams that were bad. We have to have these wins. Let's go. 2-1 versus 0-3 Chicago. And we blew it. And now we got 4-0 Patriots. On the road, nonetheless. This is feeling like last year all over again, man. 2-2. I mean, we're sitting better than last year, but the schedule's not getting any easier. Okay. 31-24 statement win. They were 4-0, undefeated, 3-2. Got the Chargers, who we split with them last year, I believe. All right, we beat them 4-2. Let's go. Let's go. It looks like we're starting to heat up a little bit, kind of like last year, man. Slow start. 1-4. This year, obviously, 2-4 is a little bit better. I wouldn't call it a slow start necessarily, but now we're 4-2. We got the 5-1 Vikings, though. What? Their defense is a 73. Must be all offense. Statement win, 42-28. Beat the Vikes down. Let's go. We're 5-2. All right, but we got a tough divisional opponent in the Raiders. They're right behind us in the standings in the AFC West. Let's see if we can get out an early lead, lock up this division. And we lost, 35-28. I don't understand, man. These divisional games be getting us. Now we have a tough game against Buffalo, and suddenly we're looking at, 5-4. But halfway through the league year, let's check it out. Our offense carrying us. We're number 1 offense, but we're the worst defense. I don't understand. How do we have the worst defense with that defensive lineup? That front seven's gnarly. I don't understand. But our offense is obviously our key to victory right now. But they say offense wins games, defense wins championships. So maybe that's what it'll be. We're going to win. Okay, beat the Bills, 31-28. Are we just going to win a lot of games but fall short when we need it because we have no defense? This has me nervous, man. I don't understand why our defense is not better. But we're 6-3. 7-3, great win over the Chargers. Let's go. And we got the 4-5 Lions. All right, we lost to the 0-3 Bears. We got to beat the 4-5 Lions. These are winnable games. Why? How do we go and beat the 5-1 Vikings, but we lose to the 0-3 Bears and the whatever the hell that were Lions? How do we do that? All right, 7-4. versus the media. I mean, the five. Okay, and we lost to the Jets. I was about to say they're a 500 football team, but not anymore because they just beat us. So now we're sitting at the bye 7-5, which I don't think is any better than last year. I think it's actually worse. We're actually now worse at this point in the season than we were last year. But hopefully, the bye week we can get healed up and come back healthy and make a playoff push. That late bye week definitely helps us. We did get some people returning from injury, it looks like. All right, now we got a gift, a 3-9 Packers team that's clearly struggling. Aaron Rodgers must have retired. And we lose. So we just lost to the 3-9 Packers, the 4-something Lions, and the 0-3 Bears, and we're 7-6 with 4 games left to go, and we're the third place team in our division. I don't even want to look at the playoff picture because I know we're not in it. I don't understand. Like, even with our defense that bad, like, shouldn't we beat up on these bad teams? Tennessee's not a given either, man. Like, okay, but we won 41-38. Like, our defense isn't helping us at all. It's like literally our offense is winning these games for us. Now we're 8-6. We got another tough game against Pittsburgh. They're 7-7. Like, we're literally in playoff football right now. Like, we have to win every game just to get into the playoffs at this point. Okay, all right, let's take it. Let's take it. 9-6. I feel like this is kind of how we were sitting last year too. We finished 10-7, so now we're 9-6. We got a tough game against the Raiders. They already beat us once. We 7 seed. Okay, so we literally have no room for error. We have to win and we're in. Win and we're in. Lose and we're done. And this is like our window of opportunity here. Raiders, man. They just seem to have our number. All right, let's do it. Season's on the line right here. 9-6. Let's go. Suck it, Raiders. All right, 10-6. Last game of the season. We can't win the division. They're 2 games ahead. But we're in the 5 spot now, so maybe if we lose, we could still get in. I mean, we don't want to back into the playoffs, but it's nice to potentially know that our season maybe isn't over. All right, let's go. Last game of the season, Kansas City. Means nothing for them. Maybe they'll just rest some people. Let's just say they rest some people. We won. Let's go. 11-6. So we improved our record by 1 game than we did last year. We got the Patriots, who we already beat. Wow, they were 4-0. They really fell. Okay, we're the 5 seed hosting the 4-seeded Patriots, and we're as far away from the Chiefs as we can possibly get. Love that. Love that. All right. Can we get over this wild card hump? We lost to the Dolphins last year. Smack the Patriots. Let's go. 34-0. All right. Gotta win. We got it out of our way. Let's see if the vets will take over. We got this veteran leadership here. Playoff experience with Fletcher Cox. Playoff experience with J.J. Watt. Playoff experience, Super Bowl experience with Von Miller. We have it with Russell Wilson. We had some upsets here. Raiders upset. Texans upset. We get to host a playoff game. Let's go. Come to Mile High, Houston. Come to Mile High. Hey! Let's go. AFC Championship game against the Raiders. I can't believe the Raiders upset the Chiefs, man. We're hosting the AFC Championship game. Bro, we split with the Raiders last year and this year. I think we beat them in Denver, lost them in Oakland. Oh my God. This is to go to the Super Bowl. This is our championship team right here. We lost by 3! No! Oh my God. I don't know what I could have done differently. It's literally... I don't know. Window of opportunity is closed. No more cap space. No more ways to improve. I wasn't able to do it. I let the Denver Broncos down, man. We almost had it, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you guys want me to do something like this again in the future. Otherwise, guys, stay tuned. Till the next time. Peace.